It's on?
It's on, baby.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I know it's been some time, but I'm excited to get into these messages. You know, I was doing the full moon Reiki messages before, but now I'm just gonna do what's on my heart, and I'm still gonna do it the same way. I'm going through each chakra. So I'm just gonna go from, crown to the root. I'm not gonna pressure myself too much to put out videos every day or anything like that. I just want to get these messages out to you all, and I pray they come through with clarity, and I pray they help who they need to help. If you feel like a message is for you and it resonates, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things. So let's get into it. So the crown chakra was open immediately. As soon as I got to the crown chakra, it was like you were opening up a new door, and it was like this bright light. So imagine like when you see in movies when like somebody walks into heaven, pretty much, and that's what it felt like. It's like you're walking into this such a peaceful space, and it's like you're seeing the world with new eyes, with this new light, this new perspective on life, because everything feels peaceful, everything feels happy, it doesn't feel chaotic anymore. It doesn't feel like, it feels like you just kind of made it past all of the chaos and the trauma and the everything you've gone through. And it's like, yeah, this is the reward. This is what I was waiting for. This is because all the sacrifices I made, this is what I was supposed to get in return. And I finally feel like I've made it. I finally feel like I've gotten to that space where, yeah, this is my time to feel like I'm like literally I'm walking into heaven on earth. I kept getting a dream, that one song, Walking on a Dream by Empire of the Sun, and they're walking on sunshine. And in the Walking on a Dream song, that one part in the song kept saying, never looking down, I'm just in awe of what's in front of me. And that's how you're feeling. You're feeling like, I'm just in awe. Like, I can't believe I've made it to this space. I can't believe that I went through all I went through and I finally made it here. And that is so beautiful. I love that energy because, man, I could say, like, I don't know about y'all, but the last, let's say, 3 to 5 years, just right before that COVID time, probably about 2018-ish to now, like, it's been just a roller coaster. Like, I'm like, dang, what is going on in life? Life was lifing, for real. But like, it was doing what it needs to do to get to where the space that, life went the way it needed to go in order for it to get to the space that you're in now. And that is beautiful because it's just like, I remember having this conversation before with my boyfriend, and he was saying, like, at some point, you can relax in your healing journey. Basically, he's like, you can relax. He's like, what if you've already made it? You ain't gotta be healing forever. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's right. Like, you don't need to be constantly on this journey of healing. Like, sometimes you reach the destination and you're just kind of maintaining. You're there, you're just using what you learned throughout the years, and now you're the person that has the wisdom. now you're the old head kind of, and you're the person that has that wisdom to be like, okay, like, this is what I went through, but this is where I am now. And I just really feel like you're walking through that door smiling with new eyes, and a new perspective, because from this moment forward, it's like, this is my new beginning. This is what I was always meant to have. This is what I was always meant to feel. This is always what I've always deserved this feeling, this exact feeling I'm feeling right now. I've always deserved this. And you deserved it, and you finally made it to that. And yeah, that's a hand clap for sure. Clap for you, because it's tough out here. And I'm so glad you made it to the space that you're in right now. I'm so glad that you've gotten to the point where you feel like I can finally exhale. I can finally exhale. That's how you feel. Like, I can finally exhale. I don't need to just be consistently worried, consistently feeling like something else is about to mess up. And if something does, why, I don't need to be concerned about it, because I know it's going to fall back to alignment super fast for me. So that's so beautiful. The next chakra was the Third Eye Chakra. That was shown as blocked. So I got this vision of somebody like banging their head on the desk, and it took me a second, y'all, because I was just like, what is this talking about? Don't kill your intuition by overthinking it. Like, don't kill your intuition by overthinking it. I can be that person for sure, where sometimes like because I'm so intuitive that I'm just like, yeah, this gotta be it. It's gotta be it. But sometimes our intuition be wrong. And sometimes you gotta use discernment, like, okay, well, yeah, I may feel like this, but maybe where is that coming from? Is that just fear? Is that just doubt? Sometimes it's just like our mind playing tricks on us, for sure. Yeah, there's gut feelings. Yeah, your intuition never steers you wrong, but sometimes you overthink your intuition and you gotta chill on it. Sometimes you gotta chill on it, like, this is coming from a space that is possibly unhealed, that I'm not fully recognizing that this is not my intuition speaking to me. This is just fear speaking to me. So don't allow fear to overtake your intuition and have you believe in that is your intuition. Sometimes it is truly just fear. I also felt like, because of the desk reference, I also feel like this possibly could be school related for some of you. I'm not sure if you all are just debating maybe some type of like higher education, or debating whether or not you need to be in the field you're in right now. This is possibly too with you maybe trying to change career paths and figuring out, okay, I'm overthinking it right now. I'm overthinking it. Like, what needs to happen next? Somebody show me the next. My intuition is telling me that I need to move on from this, but then fear is overtaking it and telling me that no, this is what you're familiar with, this is what you know, and this is where you need to be. Don't allow fear to overtake you. Literally, like, yeah, you might be familiar with where you're at right now. Even if it's like something like, okay, this is what I've always done, this is what I always need, what I need to continue to do. No, you don't. If your body's telling you like, okay, I'm burnt out, okay, this is no longer my happiness, this is no longer something I need to be in, okay, it's time to move on, then do that. Your intuition, your body is telling you that it's time to do that. It's time to switch career paths. It's time to switch that major. It's time to, look into other options as far as schooling and places to go. And that is okay. It's okay to change your mind. I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in doing what we always done because we've always done it, that sometimes we feel uncomfortable with changing our path and changing our mind, especially after we started something, especially after we've invested in something. But it's okay if it's no longer for you. It's okay to change your mind. So I just really want you to stop debating in your head. Stop doubting what you want to do in your head. Your heart is already telling you what to do. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow what you're feeling in your body. Follow the feeling. Stop thinking logically about everything. Sometimes logic doesn't need to be in the place of feelings. Sometimes you need to just let your feelings overrule logic and say, okay, look, I'm no longer happy here. I don't want to keep switching to the next thing where I feel like, okay, well, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, no. The feeling is telling you I don't need to be in this anymore. Go with that feeling and let that guide you to your next step. Figure out that feeling, let it guide you. And stop overthinking it, because I feel like that overthinking will start. That's when fear creeps in. That's when doubt creeps in. That's when I don't think I can do it creeps in. And you can definitely do it. You can definitely switch. You can be in something for 10 plus years and start brand new with something else, and it's meant for you, so you excel in it. So don't feel like you can't switch up whenever you feel like it. I don't care if you're 60, 70, you can switch up at any moment. Switch up at any moment, because it's all about what makes you happy in this season. Sometimes seasons, they end. So it's okay to move to the next season. It's okay. So the next chakra was the third chakra, and it was open. And I took a minute to figure out whether or not I really wanted to say this message, because I like I said, like intuition, like the third eye, like I let my intuition, like I start overthinking sometimes. I'm like, okay, well, this is what's being told to me. This is what I need to relay. Because before I do these messages, y'all, of course, like I pray to God. I pray and I ask him to guide me on what needs to be said, and allow the messages to come through with clarity, because I ask him to put my ego aside, because I want the message that come through to be for y'all's highest good. Not just mine, but y'all's highest good. Whatever message is meant for y'all to see, and whatever message God is wanting y'all to hear right now. And I kept seeing, and I don't like to induce fear, so that's not me. But I just kept seeing this picture of basically like swabs being pushed towards somebody in healthcare, and so I really feel like with the throat chakra, the message really is that just stay healthy and active as much as possible, so you can really combat any kind of sicknesses that may come to the forefront soon. So just be careful, y'all, on these streets. First of all, we need to be careful on the streets regardless, because people don't be washing their hands. People don't be doing proper hygiene. So we need to be out here doing what we need to do for ourselves anyways. Because I know for me, I fill my water bottle up with some like liquid chlorophyll and some zinc every day, because look, get in my system, I need a little boost, just to make sure I'm good, because excuse me, y'all. That's my my on camera sneeze, but my off camera sneeze, I be all over the place. I don't be sounding that cute, for real. But yeah, y'all, stay active and get your vitamins in your system to combat sickness, because regardless if this is like here now or ongoing, you always need to take care of yourself. You always need to put yourself first. Don't ever like let yourself get to the point where you like I put off this, I put off that, because of course we've all been there. I've been there, where I just get day to day starts happening. I'll put my health to the back burner, and I'm like, hold up now, feeling a little itch in my throat. I'm feeling a little little scratch and all the stuff like that. Like, okay, let me go back and let me tend to myself, because we're all guilty of doing it. Of course, because we get busy, but definitely put your health to the forefront right now, y'all, and get them vitamins in your system. So the next chakra was Heart Chakra. So immediately I just saw like two people kind of like sitting like crisscross across of each other, and the man was like kissing the woman's forehead, and then in the midst of that picture, I saw like the yin yang sign like in between them. That's how it was switching. And then of course, like I've said, I saw like the energy switch between the two is like complete reciprocal energy. It was a beautiful energy. It was like a deep, intimate connection. And then I got the song "Share My Life" by Kim. I love it. But basically, whoever you're with right now, like, it's just really like a very intimate, loving connection, and this person feels heavily about you in general because they just really want, like this song says, like, share my life. I want you to trust in me. I want you to be around me for all of my life. I want you to be here. Getting to a chance to experience a love like that, where you just really feel like, you know, my person got me, this person, I got them. This is your true best friend. Like, there's nothing hidden in between. I can tell you fully who I am. I can show you fully who I am. You can show me fully who you are. No judgment, just love, just love. I got the song Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. That was my song. I don't know, I can't remember when it came out. It was like 08, I think. I don't know, but keep bleeding, keep bleeding love. That was my song. But I felt like, okay, somebody was having like felt a tug between people, and it's like they finally just like snatched their hands back, released their hands, but there was like hearts pouring out in front of them, like their love was pouring out, and it was all over the floor and then this person was just like releasing all this love, and the people that were tugging on them is looking down at all this love on the floor, all this love that was poured out. I feel like you poured a lot of love into people. You showed a lot of love to people, and you broke away from that. You walked away from that. You no longer were pouring yourself into people anymore who were not pouring themselves into you. And now that you're not there consciously pouring, and your love is just right there, they're reflecting on that. They're reflecting on all the love that was shown. They're seeing all the love that you poured out, and they're realizing, like, man, this person was really here for me. This person was really out here showing me love and pouring into me, and I wasn't receptive to it. I didn't reciprocate it. I didn't appreciate it. But at the same time too, it's like that with that same message, it was, you keep trying to close yourself off from love. You keep trying to just block it out, move on from it, but you can't close yourself off from something that you are. You are love. That's who you naturally are. Don't close off yourself because your discernment was off a little bit with other people. Because at some point we gotta be like, okay, my discernment was off. I can't even blame them. I can't even fault them completely, because I should have known better after the first time. After a couple red flags start looking like 6 flags, and we over here on roller coasters all day having fun. At some point we gotta be like, yeah, my discernment was off. I should have left it at the door. You don't need to close yourself off love. You just need to choose better. You need to navigate it better. You need to navigate who you pour yourself into. And if you don't know who that is at this moment, do it for yourself. Other people are very much so like in regret about that, because they're like, I should have poured into this person, into him. I should have poured into her as much as that person poured into me, but I was a taker. I was a taker and not a giver. They're realizing that you were pouring so generously, and when you suddenly stopped, it was just like, dang, this is all I have left of their love. You're damn right. That's all you got left. I don't know what to say. But I've always felt like, in general, like, the love you give to people is probably what they needed. And so regardless of whatever love you poured into whoever, they probably needed it. And all you can do is pray and hope that that person realizes that the love that you poured into them is the love that they can give to other people as well, as long as the love that is the love that they should be giving to themselves too. Because honestly, the people that take from you, the people that don't know how to reciprocate, it's because they don't love themselves enough. People who are constantly able to pour into you, a lot of times they love themselves enough to do that. They have enough love to give. People who take don't have the love to give because they don't understand the meaning of it. They don't understand it. They don't understand how somebody can give love so generously. You give love so generously with no, you don't need it. You don't need anything back in return. Like, I just do this because I love you. I just do this because I care. I just do this because I want to nurture this. I just do this because I care. I just truly care about, I genuinely love this relationship. People don't understand that concept a lot. They just feel like, I'm used to taking, and then people who take from me only do it because they need something from me. And so people who think like that don't understand how love works. So all you have to do is pray for them and pray that the love that you did give them in those times and in those moments allows them to understand the love that they can receive as well as give. All right, y'all. So the next chakra is the solar plexus. It's blocked. I got the song, the Wade in the Water song, and I got a vision of somebody like on a pedal boat, like pedaling in the water. I feel like whatever it is that you're going after, it requires effort. It requires effort. It requires, like, when you're wading in the water, you have to it requires you to move. To move. Like, the water can be thick, there's like resistance in the water. And you need to move through that. And it's not going to be an easy task. It's going to require you to actually put forth the effort. It's going to require you to use your leg muscles and pedal through the water. If you don't have a speedboat, you don't have a wheel, you have your legs, and yeah, that's what you got. You have to pedal. The next step you have to take. There's no automatic button. The only thing you have is effort right now. There I go, my cute sneeze again. So, like, while I'm reading my notes, yeah, I have a lot of stuff here. So yeah, you have to use your legs. You have to build up your endurance. Don't allow the obstacles to consume you. Don't allow them, really just put forth your best effort. You can't allow the things that you feel are going to be tough to consume you. Like, oh man, I gotta pedal through this water, but it's kind of like marsh water. It's kind of swampy. Like, how do I get through this? It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take hours. Okay, do it. Do it. You can't allow the thought of you failing to consume you. You either do it. You already in the water. You already there. You gotta just do it now. Like, how else you gonna get out the boat? You gotta pedal. You have to. So there's no other option for you but to put forth the effort. You're already there. Don't just allow the fear of failure to overtake or consume your thoughts. Because you could do anything you put your mind to. Very cliche, but yes, you can. It just requires effort. It requires time. It requires you to build up your endurance and say, yeah, I got this. It requires you to look in the mirror and tell yourself every day, like, I got this. The Solar Plexus was basically saying, like, yeah, you need to pedal right now, sir, madam. You need to pedal. You need to put forth some effort. There's no automatic button. Ain't no click like Adam Sandler where you can just get to the next level real fast. You can't do that. You actually got to build up your endurance. You got to actually put forth the effort and try and do things and get through the obstacles, and you're gonna be just fine. But yeah, it does require some effort. This ain't no instant. It's not an instant thing. The Sacral Plexus, y'all, that was open. This one was I I just kept getting visions of a pregnant woman. And it was just saying like basically like it's wanting like sacral plexus, like basically just kept saying like prepare your womb. I kept seeing like a woman like doing like hip opening exercises. I feel like whoever this message is for, you're either about to be pregnant and this is something that you want to start preparing. You like it's like say you want to prepare your womb for this baby that's going to be, oh that's so beautiful, for this baby that's going to be coming into you. It's going to be growing inside of you, but I feel like for some of you this is like you're approaching delivery. You are big and pregnant. You're approaching the delivery time, and it's saying like, okay, get your hips ready, start doing some like hip opening exercises, start doing your little raspberry leaf teas, start doing stuff to make your labor easy, and start preparing your body for that moment. Start stretching your body, going on walks. And I saw like a woman like kind of like leaning over her, like having her arms on her man's shoulders and kind of leaning in and trying to stretch and prepare her body for delivery. And I also saw a pregnant woman in meditation, in deep meditation, but they seemed very calm, but they also felt worried. On one end, it felt like it was either like you're single and you're afraid of what comes next with this baby, which if that is your situation, like a baby is a blessing, and for sure really lean on God. If you don't have somebody who is physically there to support you, lean on God, pray and figure out, okay, God, like what needs to happen next. But I feel like for most of you are with somebody. It's just more so you feel like that somebody's kind of absent-minded right now. And I feel like just men can be like that sometimes. And it's no fault of your own. It's nothing like that. I feel like this man, your partner, they're not trying to be absent-minded with you. They're not trying to be forgetful. They're not trying to do any of that. I feel like they just really have a lot on their mind when it comes to supporting their family. They want to make sure that y'all are good, y'all straight. That's what men think about. I mean, I've had these open conversations with my man, and I never realized how much like a man, like they are thinking about everything at one time, and I'm just over here like like I think about like the bigger picture of things, but like you are thinking about the huge picture of things. Especially if you have a man that's like a true provider, like they are covering everything to make sure that their family is good. Like that type of man is top notch, top tier kind of man. And I feel like that's what that situation is, that this man is really trying to make sure that y'all are good. So have those conversations, have a transparent conversation with them to figure out what's in their mind, what's going on. And sometimes we need to do that with our partners. We need to have very open, transparent conversations, so no judgment passed. Like, okay, hey babe, how are you doing today mentally? How, is there something I can help you with? Is there something that, maybe you don't need my advice, you don't need me to do anything but listen, but what's on your mind? What's been bothering you? What's your current struggle today? And how can I alleviate that in some kind of way? How can I receive you so you feel a little less stressed with everything else that's going on in your mind today or all week? And just coming with that energy makes a whole difference. And sometimes maybe that's a conversation that needs to be had in this certain scenario, because it doesn't seem like the person you're with is like trying, like I said, they're not trying to be absent-minded. They have a lot on their mind when it comes to making sure that their family is safe and secure. And that's a pretty noble thing. To want to make sure that as a man, like they want to make sure that their family is taken care of. So it's nice. But definitely, you should be preparing your womb and getting ready for that baby to come in. And oh my goodness, congratulations to anybody who is currently pregnant or about to deliver. And I pray that your delivery is safe and you and baby are very healthy. I pray over your delivery, and I pray that it is very safe. And just do everything you can to start preparing your womb for that. The last chakra is the root chakra. Root chakra is open. So I kept getting a vision of the game Tetris. With Tetris, so of course, you start at the bottom and then the blocks start falling, different kind of blocks in different kind of ways. And I feel like you're trying to strategize your every move right now. You're trying to figure out, okay, I gotta make sure everything fits together nicely. I gotta make sure there's no room for mistakes here, because of course with Tetris you put down the wrong block and then you got 5 blocks going up and then you got a whole thing that's blocked off, and it's just you're feeling like, okay, there's no room for mistakes, because the closer I get to the top, you're playing Tetris, you're making sure that every block is fitting perfectly in your puzzle right now. You feel like there's no room for mistakes, because if you get to the top, then it's like you have to start over again at the bottom. But I feel like, you gotta change your perspective, you gotta know that, okay, life can be a game, but it's a game that you have control over. You can change the settings, you can change the pace. You don't gotta press down super fast and to make sure every block is perfectly aligned. You can create, you can set the pace for how you want life to go. You have time to think about your next move. You have time to strategize. Not everything has to be quick. Not everything has to be perfectly laid out. And if you make a mistake, okay, so what? The game doesn't have to be over just because it reaches top. Take the limits off yourself. There's no ceilings in your game of Tetris. There doesn't have to be any ceilings. The game doesn't have to start over. If you make a mistake, great, cool. How can I fix that? It can keep going up and up and up and up. It never has to start over. You just got to keep building. You just got to keep building and moving on to the next level, because there doesn't have to be a ceiling in your game. There's never a ceiling in your game. Take the ceilings off of yourself. There's no limits. You have literally you have every opportunity in front of you. You create the pace for your life. Shift your thinking. It's your game that you have complete control over. You create the settings. Nobody else does but you. You and God create those settings. Pace yourself. Everything doesn't have to move so quickly. Everything doesn't have to be okay, this is happening right now. I gotta have a solution right now. No, you don't. You don't have to have a solution right now. If it doesn't come to mind right now, okay, let me figure something else out. Totally fine. You have time to figure out how is this obstacle gonna fit perfectly in my puzzle right now. How can I maneuver this obstacle, this little Tetris piece? How can I maneuver this piece to make it fit perfectly in the puzzle of my life? You got this. Don't limit yourself. Don't do that at all. Really, there's no ceilings. There's no ceilings in this game of life. You don't have to start over. You don't have to start over at all. So, y'all, those are the messages. Ooh, we got to do this fast. I'm gonna pull a card after I blow it up. Yeah, okay. Let's do Sacred Destiny. Sacred Destiny. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. We'll do Sacred Destiny, and then I kind of want to just get a little quick little message for the Untethered Soul deck. But yeah, y'all, I really took a hiatus for a whole year, and I'm coming back, and it feels good. It feels good to be back on the camera. It feels good to be delivering these messages to y'all again. Of course, y'all can still go to synclife.com. If you would like to book your own personal Reiki session, if these messages resonate for you and you just want to have some messages that are personalized for you. I am only doing distance sessions, so I don't do any in-person anymore, so it's just distant. Distant sessions look the same as in-person. All I have to do is tap into your energy. There's no difference, but I really truly appreciate y'all. If you made it all the way through this video, thank you so much for watching. And thank you for just spending time with me, and yeah, I'm just so excited for what's to come this year. Life feels like it went by so fast but slow at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think y'all get what I'm saying. It went by fast, but it went by slow. There was a lot of stuff that was going on. Life was been lifing. But yeah, those messages were really good, and I just really feel like everyone's kind of entering their own time right now where they're, you know, getting into just a really good space, where they're like feeling really great. Oh, exactly. Relaxation. That's exactly the space that we're in right now. We're in a space of relaxation. We're in a space of like, let me kick my feet up. Let me chill. I'm gonna read that to y'all. Harvest Moon Relaxation. On a warm, peaceful autumn night, a gentle haze softens the light of the full moon. The song of night birds softly emerge through the dark against the backdrop of the sonorous outpouring of the frogs that line the lake shores. The stillness allows your senses to expand. You inhale the earthy dampness in the air, hear the nuances of the night sounds, look at the muted reflections of the moon in the lake, and sense the deep quietude of the night. A full moon occurring close to the autumn equinox is called a harvest moon. The harvest moon symbolizes that all you have worked for is coming to fruition, which is beautiful. All you have. We just literally had this message. I just told you this, like the Crown Chakra. Everything that you wanted is like literally you're walking into heaven. This is your reward. This is your season of reaping the rewards. In other words, you can put your feet up, relax, and let go. The sacred landscape wants you to know. When you receive this card, relax, all is well. No need to strive or push to get ahead. Beneath the surface of life, everything is gently propelling you in the right direction. You can lay down your burdens and simply unwind. Slow down and allow calmness to fill you. When you relax and relinquish control, your intuition expands and you create the space for your spirit guardians to help you. Additionally, it's vastly easier to heal and have positive outcomes in life when you are rested and not filled with worry and a need to control outcomes. Lie back, stretch out, and watch magic unfold in your life. That was a beautiful message, y'all. That was a beautiful message. I feel like that's exactly what you all needed to hear. It's all about this year's all about relaxation. You're really reaping the rewards for all the work you put in, all the sacrifices you put in, all the whole journey of what you went through of like just trying to heal your inner child, heal yourself, heal your ancestral trauma, and heal everything, and heal every part of yourself. You're reaping the reward of that, as you should. And so God is saying, here you go. Oh, okay. Cards. Okay. Going beyond. You are a great being who has been given a tremendous opportunity to explore beyond yourself. Awaken consciousness. Realize that the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go, but you, the one who experiences these things, remain consciously aware of whatever passes before you. All right, y'all. So So those are your messages. Like I said, I'm so glad that you joined me here, and I can't wait to put out more videos. And if these messages resonated with you, and I thank you for staying in this full video if you did, feel free to like, feel free to share with a friend, feel free to subscribe, and as I always have said, sending love to you as you navigate through. If nobody's told you today, I love you and I am proud of you. And yeah, I look forward to our next video. Bye.